Well, I have to say, I'm so glad that you brought up Game of Thrones, Nikolaj, because I do have to ask you.
I didn't mean to. I mean, we don't have to, but
I have to ask you one question. Because as a religious watcher, which I still talk about Game of Thrones to this day, Nikolaj, because just what an incredible show it was and what a life-changing thing it must have been for you. But I do need your take on being crushed to death by stones. It was, to me, such a surprise. Jaime, and I want your kind of guidance on this, of Jaime, who out of Jaime and Cersei had a redemptive quality and a redemptive arc. We seeing him, as I was saying to Jess, start out in a sexual relationship with his sister, shoving a child out a window, truly a shocking, not good person. But also this arc of change and being away from the family, all these things. I was, just me personally, I was surprised to see that he would go back to his queen and then be crushed to death by stones. I was expecting Cersei to be stomped on by a dragon. I thought she was really going to get it. Jaime, so much I can see you getting crushed by stones. I think I was a little bit more surprised that her death wasn't as insane. I think as a viewer, I was just waiting for it to the hammer to really hit her. But you might feel completely differently because that brother-sister relationship was so otherworldly.
I find there's a lot of revenge here, the vengeful woman.
Well, I mean, yes. Look, Cersei wasn't a good person, okay?
I remember that, after the death of Joffrey, these videos, people going, yes, he's dead. He's dead. I was like, wow, this is that's just a lot of emotion.
Or the
there.
Night King. We love when someone gets their comeuppance,
Yeah, that was. I found that was you just have to point him, and then he cling, and then he was gone. That was.
I know nobody thought about that over the last. I know no one tried years.
That.
Well, really? One day he just leaned on the wrong bit of whatever that is, the what's it called, that glass?
Oh yeah, the dragon glass. And he's like, ow, and then just
shit. No, you asked me for my, what was it? You want to know what I think of it?
I'm just curious on your take of, were you surprised that was the way that Jaime and Cersei died in the end? Crushed by stone.
Crushed, yes. I think Jaime was surprised too. I didn't think he expected that. But I don't know what he expected. For me, it made sense that he would go back. I mean, he was never going to abandon his sister. Even though he'd fallen in love with this other woman, he was still, and it was completely, for me, made complete sense from the first scene to the last scene that, he would do stupid things in the name of the loyalty to family and loved ones first. So that made sense. I don't really I may have an opinion, but I'm not going to whatever opinion.
But look, we are still talking about it. We'll always talk about it.
I can say one thing. I can only say that, against the ice, we were very cautious that it was not. It was lit in a nice place. You could see everything, and we have a great ending. So.
It's true. There's a great ending. There's no Starbucks cup anywhere.